This is a bit different video than I usually do, but I think it's something that's really important as we go into 2022. Travel is back. It's a thing again. It's happening. It's real to real. I'm going back to Mexico here to see some family and also sit on a beach for a while. What better world is there than sitting on a beach and also seeing your family and the people that you love, that are just your blood? Ugh, you know, blood's thicker than water, but sitting by water is good too. This is like electrolyte water. I should just get into the review, right? This is not going to be a full comprehensive review. This is more like, this is just my opinion on the Away luggage versus the Monos luggage. So first of all, I want to talk about Away because right here I have my Away. This is actually way too big for this frame. I'll just cut to some B-roll or something. But I've had my Away suitcase now, my carry-on suitcase, for I think 4 years. I did a ton of traveling back in the before times when we traveled for work and we did things like that. A lot of travel, a lot of miles on that luggage. I think it's been to Mexico probably half a dozen times as well, back and forth across the United States. A lot of life lived in that luggage, and it's been very solid. Nothing's broke on it. It's held up against the rigors of just a lot of miles. Full disclosure, like I have Southwest status, I have companion pass status, my wife flies for free with me. Like that is how much I travel. We also have a Tesla Model X. If you guys have seen any of the other footage, we've done 80,000 miles on that in the last 4 years as well that we've had it. So this piece of luggage has taken a beating for me and done a great job. But enter in Monos, which are these, it probably looks the same. It's probably looking just like the exact same thing. And again, I'll cut to some B-roll for this comparison. First of all, this company clearly has no Spanish speakers on its board or anywhere involved in it, because calling a company monkeys is probably not a good idea. It reminds me actually back to before like Save-On and when it was called Osco, which literally means like to vomit. And they were trying to sell like food in Southern California that was like Osco ice cream. And so like to Spanish speakers, it literally was like vomit ice cream, monkey suitcase. Like who trusts monkey suitcase? I will say though, I have some thoughts now having both of these pieces of luggage on which one you should buy if you are undecided or thinking, ah, should I spend a little bit extra money for the Monos? I'm just gonna call them Monos from here on out. I think I've heard them pronounced differently, but Spanish speakers, so this is what you get. They're Monos. I ended up going with the Monos now for a few reasons. Initially, it was because Away was sold out of checked bags, so I thought I'd give the Monos a try. I paid full price for both of these, so no one's paying me to say one way or another, completely unbiased review. Yeah, I ended up just picking up the Monos because it was in stock and Away wasn't. Turns out there are a few things I like about the Monos more than the Away, and here we'll get into them. First up, the Monos has definitely better organization. I think the Away was kind of nice with the compression system, but having that only zippered pouch there over the compression system led me to never actually use it, because once you actually compress close down with that compression system, it makes it very difficult to get in and out of that singular pocket sort of on the plate, I guess the plastic plate that sits above that compression system. Versus on the Monos, you actually have a compression system underneath the zippers. So what that means is the compression's not trying to go over those pockets, rendering them useless effectively. The pockets kind of can sit healthily on top, which makes it a lot easier to use those pockets. They're not constricted by having to be part of the compression system, and that works a heck of a lot better. Secondly, what the Monos has is just, I feel like a more quality feel to it. They look very similar, but even just feeling the Monos exterior shell, feeling the interior section, it just feels better made. Now, while my Away suitcase has held up very well, I have begun to see some fraying both in the laundry bag and in the second compartment where I usually keep my shoes. Now, I've only had the Monos for about a month or so now, and I'm about to take it on its biggest trip yet, hitting several states here in the United States and states in Mexico. So we'll see how that holds up, but already out of the gate, it feels like it's a much more quality product. And number three, I think the biggest thing for me that I didn't like about the Away is this like grip handle thing. I keep looking at it, but like it's this, I don't even know what to call this thing, but it's this thing right here, the telescoping handle thing. This, like, it shakes and jiggles, and like if you pack this too much, this won't even deploy because of like the pressure that I guess goes on the rail system in here is not like well isolated from whatever's in the bag. So that's kind of no good, especially when you consider the fact that you may be running around the Mexico City airport or running from one end of the Denver airport to the other. I've done both, and it is... I've also ran from one end of the Oahu, Hawaii airport with that luggage. And it just sucks to kind of be dragging this thing behind you that's like clickety, clackety, clickety, clackety. The wheels spin fine and everything, but it's this, like, this, it's that, I guess it's the telescoping handle for travel. It's not good versus the Monos, which the button's underneath instead of on top, which is really nice. So you don't accidentally deploy it. You have to kind of come in underneath this little lever in order to release the telescoping handle. But if you open this up, it is much more sturdy. This thing feels so much more solid. I think it's actually because it's one piece versus the Away, when you deploy it, it's two separate pieces. I don't know why they did that, but that for me was like one of the biggest wins where I felt like, wow, this is a far superior, far more quality product. I really like that. I think that's a good deal. Now I did get the Monos in a medium check-in size, which is like, I think a 26-inch, 80-liter roughly check-in size. I do still have the Away in the carry-on size because I was waiting for Monos to get back in stock their Carry-On Pro Plus, which has the laptop compartment up front. I think that might be kind of nice if I don't want to have to carry my backpack on me through the airport. As I get a little bit older, I don't want to put stuff on my back. Like, it was great in my 20s, but kind of can't do it anymore. So I think I'm going to be switching over to Monos at this point. The Away bag was great for the time. I think it still is good for the price, but I think right now Monos is having a sale. This brings me to my final point, which is if you are planning on traveling this year in 2022, and you're thinking, hey, I want to upgrade my travel gear, it seems like the supply chain stuff with all this is still taking some time to ramp up. I bought this Monos luggage in December, I think, and it didn't arrive until sometime in mid-January. It's February now, and a lot of this stuff is already back ordered to March of 2022. And who knows? So if you're thinking, hey, I'll just buy one of these things a couple weeks before my next trip, I would give yourself at least a month before purchasing something, because it may take some time to show up at your house. But I want to know, leave a comment down below, what is your preferred size of luggage and why? And are you going with the Away or are you going with the Monos? I still think the Away is a really solid product. I just think for the price, I'd rather spend a little bit more. And again, we'll see how it holds up. The Away has done really well over the last 4 years. The gripes that I have about it aren't necessarily deal breakers, but if I had to buy it again, I think the Monos is currently winning out. Subscribe to this channel if you have yet to, and I'm honored by all of you who already have. Thank you so much. Be kind both in life and in the comments below, and like this video to send good vibes across the internet. I don't usually make review videos about luggage, but I figured since my channel is mostly about like tech, photography, travel stuff, why am I holding this water like this? I mean, it's electrolyte water. I need it. It's so dry up here right now. Yeah. We'll do it again soon. Later. This is like such a different video than what I normally do, but I just figured why not, you know? At the end of the day, like I love making videos that help other people. I spent probably hours searching for this kind of content and I didn't find the video that I wanted. So I made it, and hopefully this helped all of y'all. So yeah, take care.